Thoughts are things. We say this all the time in the law of attraction community, but what does that actually mean and how does that actually work? Today, I want to draw upon all the esoteric knowledge that I've been sharing since the beginning of this year, especially around thought forms, so we could talk a little bit about how to use thought forms in order to manifest and how to pull from the invisible realms and bring forward our desires in the visible world. Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Leeor Alexandra. Welcome to the Baby Elephant community. On this channel we talk about law of attraction, spirituality, self-development, and maybe conspiracies if you want me to start talking about them, because I know that some of you do because I've talked to you about that, but I want to know more. Do you want me to? What's up? What's good? Comment below, let me know. But yeah, today we're going to talk about thought forms, and I have a few videos about thought forms, I think at least one or two, that explain a little bit about how they work in our world, what egregores are, and how really everything that we see in our reality we are co-creating at every moment by creating these thought forms, these entities that are invisible because they are in the thought realm until they become physical. They literally fall into the physical world through ideas, through different people, through available collaborators, and they become physical. So today I want to talk about how I've started to use that as a method of manifesting. Now understand that the law of attraction, that is basically all it is. We're always saying, thoughts are things, words create worlds, right? We're always broadcasting, we're spelling, we're creating, we're doing these spells to bring into the physical what has been before this non-physical. And so I've come up with a way in my own life to manifest that is super simple. I'm going to walk you through it today, and you can do it, you can start it right now. Basically what I do is I come up with a few things that I desire, some intentions or some goals, whatever it may be, and then I write them down. I make them physical through writing them down. I talk about scripting and about journaling a lot, and why that's so important on a scientific level is because the subconscious mind looks at that thing that you wrote down and it distinguishes it from the other 60 to 80,000 thoughts that you have in one day. And it thinks, oh, this one thought was written down, it must be more important. So the subconscious mind takes it in. We manifest 80 to 90% of our reality, of our physical reality, from the subconscious mind, that realm that's subperceptual. So whatever it is that we're telling our subconscious is important is going to start to manifest. So what I do is I take a piece of paper, and I've just started doing this, and I kind of want to go deep about how it works and why it works. But let me explain first what it is that we do. I come up with a succinct and concise statement that combines elevated emotion and my intention. So, for example, one of the things that I want to do is to travel through Bali, or to visit Bali, but to have it be, paid for completely. So like a free, really nice, amazing trip to Bali. But I'm not going to write that much detail as my intention. So I have this emotion that goes into the statement, but I'm not going to write, oh, I want to travel Bali for free and go to all these amazing places. What I'm actually going to write for this exercise is traveled through Bali. Okay? Now, that statement, when I think of it, I elicit an image of what that's going to look like. So I see it as an all expense paid vacation where I get to meet people and connect and have spiritual experiences and have all these beautiful things happen, right? And I can summarize that with the words traveled through Bali. And I actually chose to put it in the past tense as if it's already happened. You don't actually have to do that. You can do travel through Bali. I have another one that says vacation with my family. So that kind of says that that's in the present tense or in the future tense. So you could do either or as far as I'm concerned, but I do like to use past or present rather than will travel with my family, you know what I mean? So I pick 3 to 5 things, right? And I write them down because, again, that makes it more important to the subconscious mind, which is always in talks with our superconscious mind, which is our higher self, the self that is connected to the universe and to everything, to the other realms, right? And now what's happening here is I've come up with 4 desires, but I want to make these more important every single day. So what I'm going to do is after infusing this with intention by coloring around it and kind of like what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these colored pencils and draw all around it little images and symbols that relate to these things. And what I'm doing by doing that is infusing my energy into these intentions. When that's done, I'm actually going to tape it on my wall right where I sit to meditate every day. And then we'll talk about the ritual afterwards. But let me explain why we're doing this. So everything that we wrote down has been made more important, right? Secondly, you're infusing it with your intention and with your energy by sitting for an extended period of time, whether it be 5 minutes or 2 hours, sitting down and working on this piece of paper. You're putting your energy into it, your intention into it, and it's like, these things are important, these are things that I want. So you're extending that time and that energy as a resource to call these things into manifestation. So it's super simple. There's so much ancient intelligence that goes into this, but basically all you're doing is coming up with a few things that you want to experience in life, and then coming up with the right way to say it, and then writing them down and coloring around them or whatever it is that you want to do. You could also do this online. You could, do graphic design if you want. Just spending some time making it pretty, making it something that when you look at it, you light up a little bit because it just brings your vibrations up, right? So it becomes this tool of manifestation. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm just gonna color around it a little bit, and then I'll explain what the ritual is with this. Okay, so I did this, I just colored while focusing on what I want, focusing on the different intentions, and just, did cute little doodles and drawings. Some of the time I listen to music to raise my vibration, and I also just talk to my friend, I talk to Erin on FaceTime, and just, talking about things that makes you happy, and really infusing this piece of paper and eliciting that power from the subconscious and superconscious mind to create this. It's simply, what are you doing really? All you're doing is creating a page with your affirmations, with the things that are important to you on there. And that could be anything. It could be full-on affirmations like, I am beautiful, I am healthy, I am wise, I am strong. It could be just that. I'll share the ones that I put on this. Published my first book, hosted an incredible retreat, traveled through Bali, and vacationed with my family. So I infused it with my energy, and now what I'm gonna go do is I'm going to go tape it on my wall right where I sit for meditation every morning. And let me explain why I do that, because every morning what you're going to do, this is the whole method. So this is part of the ritual, right? And understand that other than this and the actual ritual, there's nothing else that you need to do. You just need to let go and trust. So you're going to sit every morning in your little corner, wherever it is, wherever you put this up. And if it's somewhere where you don't have to do too much in between waking and sitting there, that's even better. So I'm going to put it in my bedroom. And you're going to meditate for a little bit. So focus on your breath, get to this calm state. So you're going to have to wake up a little bit earlier if you don't have much time in the morning. You're going to have to give yourself 10 to 15, maybe 20 minutes to do this. And then you do this every single day, because what you're going to be doing is infusing your energy into these intentions on a daily basis. So you're gonna meditate, you're gonna focus on your breath, and then I want you to think about things that you're grateful for. So maybe make a list. If you're journaling, if you journal in the morning, I like to journal about what I'm dreaming, what I dreamt about, or how I'm feeling. Just make a quick gratitude list. What am I grateful for today? My family, my health, waking up, like another fresh, brand new day. Just get into that attitude, that frequency of gratitude. Think about the things that you love. And so combining that meditative state with gratitude, and meditative state is just being relaxed, focused on the breath for even just a few minutes, just before starting the day, before picking up your phone, before doing anything, you just go into this altered state of consciousness of gratitude and love. And then you look at this thing that you've created on the wall, and you read each one. And as you read each one, you take a moment to close your eyes and feel how you would feel when that thing comes into manifestation. So for example, publish my first book. How would I feel? I'm eliciting images of the book, of my ideas, and I'm feeling the emotions. My emotions are proud of myself, relieved that I was able to do it, successful, creative, excited for the opportunities, just excited for people to be able to read my work, and really sitting there with that and feeling it. Next one is hosted an incredible retreat. So I would think, how would I feel when this comes into manifestation? When I'm at that retreat that I'm hosting with my community there, how do I feel? I sit there and I infuse that. I see the images. If you're not a visual person, don't worry, just feel. If you are a visual person, elicit those images, that visual, and also feel. I would feel excited and accomplished, and my heart would be full, and I just feel those emotions. It feels so good to be here. And you go through your list and do that. And then you finish off by just being grateful that you had the time to do this ritual, that you have desires, that these things exist. I'm grateful that I desire to publish a book and to host a retreat, and I'm grateful Bali exists, and I'm grateful that my family exists. And you thank the universe, and you go on about your day. There's nothing else that you have to do except for listen to divine guidance and inspired action. If around lunchtime you get the urge to call somebody that you haven't spoken to for a while, call that person. Your divine inspired action is going to look completely different for you, right? I still don't know what this is going to look like. For example, I do know one thing. I was inspired to tell one of my friends about my desire to publish a book, and the first thing he said was, okay, let's make this happen. Like, I'm going to help you find a publisher. And it's somebody that probably does have access to the publishers. So that was inspired action, right? So the way that this actually works is what you are doing is you're creating thought forms. And every day you sit in your meditation spot and you feed the thought form with energy. You feed the thought form with emotion and with your frequency. You are feeding it, you are nourishing it. So just like as if you had a plant that you have to take care of, that you have to water and give soil and whatever it is that plant needs, you're doing the same with each of these thoughts. And when we nourish our thoughts and when we give them our time and attention, they become more and more physical, and they drop from the invisible realm into the visible realm. So that is the esoteric knowledge behind this practice. Such an easy practice. I'd love to help you out. If you don't know how to phrase exactly what you want, please leave it in the comments below. Let's all help each other out. And I'd love to see what you come up with. You can share it on the Baby Elephant Facebook group. It'll be really interesting to me. And I can't wait to share a video where I tell you guys about how I manifested all of these things. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and comment below. Let me know what you thought, if you want more videos like this. I love you. Thank you for taking some time and watching and spending some time with me here today. Until next time, as always, keep your vibrations way up. I just hit myself in the face. Way up. Bye.